name is Pamela Terry. I'm now 83 years old.
Oh, look at that, still young and sprite.
Don't know about sprightly after this effort. Look at my house.
Now, you served in the hospital in Vietnam, right?
I did.
Yeah, was that Saigon?
No, it was in Vung Tau, and it was one Australian field hospital.
Oh,
yeah.
right. And how long were you there for, Pam?
A year and a day by the time I got back to New Zealand.
So, what was your role in the hospital in Vung Tau?
I was in charge of a medical ward, and when I wasn't busy in the medical ward, I helped out in the surgical ward.
Now, can you recall incidents of New Zealand soldiers coming through you on the way home or anything like that from wounded? Or otherwise?
Oh yes, lots and lots. But I made sure that they did what they wanted for nothing, Cliff. Yes. Nothing. And if they couldn't get what they wanted, I did try to get it for them, that sort of thing. And I have to say, I had many an argument with the CO and over.
That's a medical CO there.
Yeah,
would have been an Australian, no doubt.
It was Australian. Yeah. I wouldn't let the Australians get away with anything, and they didn't. I think at times, no, they didn't really know how to handle me, but they wouldn't have dared try because I would have them on as much as I could. But other than that, had no problems really. We all got on very well indeed.
So the relationship that you had in the hospital and Vung Tau with the Australians and Americans was one of professional?
Yes, very professional. But one or two of the chaps I knew, and I used to ask them how their families were, you know, and listen. And I must admit, it was a bit sad at times, though, because some of the guys were pretty sick. Yeah. And they were worrying about things at home as well, you know. Yeah, and so I sort of became the big sister, really, in many ways.
Like a mother.
But I, you know, would keep, I maintained my dignity as well as these.
Now, and where was Bro at that time? Was he still in ops at the time?
He was SAS full troop.
Yes.
Yeah. But just before he did have a problem. It didn't get to the end of it, and he came, and as I said, he came home earlier.
Yeah.
With Busby.
Yes.
Because I used to go to the airfield when a New Zealand plane coming in, always hoping that my sister might have sent me a chocolate cake on the Bristol freighter or the plane, you know, to come up. And also I saw my brother-in-law a couple of times, so I was able to get him to ring my parents and say he'd seen me and that I was fine.